Good afternoon and happy Sunday, everyone. I almost said good morning, but it just turned over to noon on Pacific Coast time. It is now 12 p.m., which is noon. So, hey, Cindy. Yeah, you look like you were first. WV Gold Shopper, welcome. Looks like good to see you here. Jeanette, welcome. We'll let some people roll in. I made the mistake of not getting a fresh glass of something to drink before the stream, so I'm probably going to end up being very, very thirsty. I only have one sip left of what I was drinking, and then I have nothing to drink the entire stream. So I'm going to have dry mouth. Hey, David, how are you doing? We'll let people roll in. Mrs. DragonBlogger is not available today, but I will be covering some products for her that she covered. She is on her way back from Vegas soon after doing a road trip with my son to give him some driving hours for his permit. So they're off doing that. Hey, Rover, how you doing? Welcome. So I noticed that the camera occasionally, now I'm using, the first three products are all about my camera setup that I've been using. And I've been using this camera setup for several weeks now. This is probably my 8th or 9th stream with this camera setup. And it's pretty stable. This is the Canon EOS R. And I'm not using the default lens with it. I'm using the second product in the carousel, which is the RF 16mm lens. Because with the lens that I originally had with it, the RF 24 to 105mm, fantastic lens, but it's more narrow in field of view. It has more distance. But because it's more narrow, and when you're showcasing products, I have sometimes very large products, and I need to have a lot of a field of view. So that's why I'm using this current lens, which gives me a wider field of view than the lens that came with the camera. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to show up too. So the quality of this camera is just phenomenal. Taking photos with it is, they're extremely sharp, extremely clear. It's designed first and foremost as just a fantastic professional photography camera. But where I also use it as is a very decent vlogging camera and video camera, because it can do 4K video. And right now with this Canon EOS R and using this lens, I have it plugged into the Elgato Camlink 4K, and I'm using it as my webcam. The only catch I will say with this camera that I don't have with the ZV-1 is the focus is a slightly slower. It's not bad. It's not bad focus, but you got to kind of block your face, because I haven't figured out how to turn off eye tracking where it wants to track your eyes and your face. But it's not bad. The autofocus is a lot faster than the EOS M50. The other is, and I'm not sure if it's just my PC, my USB stick, or the Camlink, you'll notice, I think you notice in the streams, there's like an occasional little line glitch on the video. I don't know if that's software related or if that's because my Camlink or my USB or my HDMI cord, but I don't notice that as much with my ZV-1 and my other Camlink. I think it's software related, and I don't think it's the camera, because it wasn't doing that until recently with my open broadcast software setup. So I'm still trying to iron out some of the little software glitches. When I have full screen camera mode up, the amount of data that the camera sends to the PC via the Camlink and USB, it causes tiny little interrupts. Like you'll see like a little horizontal line or just like a little frame skip. And I'm still trying to work through those issues. But other than that, it's an absolutely phenomenal camera, and it's extremely versatile. it does have a wide angle lens. It is changeable lenses. So the widest angle lens I'm using right now is the RF 16 millimeter, is the 16 millimeter f2.8. The lens that came with it when I got it was the RF 24 105 millimeter f4 lens, which is more for distance. Like I could zoom that thing out and show, a bird in a distance. Let me see if I can grab that lens real quick that it comes with. Give me a second. Should have had it with me. So this is the lens it comes with, right? The one that if you buy it in the carousel, you're getting it with this lens. This is a massive lens. And look at that. With the zoom out, this is a really impressive lens. Like I could zoom out and look at an eagle or an owl in my tree. Impressive lens. But this lens doesn't work for live streaming. The lens I'm using now, which is the lens I'm going to select in the carousel, like I said, this lens, if I was pointing at me right now, you'd only see just my face and shoulders and just a little bit to the left and right of me. I needed a wide angle lens, which is the lens that I'm using, which is not bad for an extra wide angle lens. And you could get wider angle lenses than these, but this was the best wide angle lens I could get for the price because I didn't want to spend, $800-900 on a separate wide angle lens. But let me show you the video showing the two lens comparisons because I originally started streaming with just this lens before I switched to the lens I'm using now for it. So I'll do that. I think I have audio enabled for this. Let's see. There we go.
I'm here comparing the Canon EOS.
Oh, real quick, I forgot to announce the giveaways. So during this stream, you have a chance to win a gift card. I'm giving away 2 gift cards, but also the mystery product, which is a mystery box of random products that we give away. The address to enter to that giveaway is dragonblogger.com/gift card. I will post that link in chat because I didn't announce the giveaway to everybody who joined the stream. So let me do that really quick just to make sure you all know we're doing that. And that way you have time to enter before I do the draws at the end of the stream. So let me post that. So dragonblogger.com/gift card. We're giving away 2 $5 gift cards. And you could choose an Amazon gift card. You could choose it via PayPal. Or if you're a Steam PC gamer and you're saving up for a game, you could choose a Steam gift card as well. The other alternative is, of course, the mystery product. There's 2 giveaways on the same page. There's 2 widgets. The first widget is for the mystery product, is for the gift card. The second widget is for the mystery box. Now, the mystery box, you have to be USA shipping address. There's no substitutions. So if you're outside the USA and you don't have somebody in the USA to receive the product, there's no point entering the mystery product. That is a USA only shipping. But the gift card is international eligible.
Our lens. Now, the lens that comes with it when I got the camera is the RF 24 to 105 millimeter f4 to 7.1 IS STM lens. Excellent lens. Gives you a lot of zoom options, really good distance, fantastic autofocus speed, but the angle is not that wide. And I'll show you what the angle looks like when you're using it for live stream. It's just not that wide of an angle to be a product or live stream lens. So cutting over, here is the standard lens. This is, again, the 24 to 105 millimeter lens. This is as wide as I can make it. So if I'm holding up a product or I'm trying to showcase a product, it's not really going to fit fully in frame just because the lens is not enough of a wide angle. Part of that is because of the fact that it's an f4 lens. It doesn't get as wide of an angle. So we're going to go ahead and try out the 16 millimeter lens. This is the RF 16 millimeter f2.8 STM, and you can see this lens is much smaller. It's fixed at 16
Eastern time
millimeter.
Or Central time?
It's a wide angle lens, but it's
not
actually
good with
really crisp and sharp. Love the way it looks. It actually lightens your camera a little bit. Very, very versatile. I'll say
Patty.
This is probably
Hey,
a
Chris.
really versatile lens
Welcome.
Because it can autofocus up to 6 inches away as well as at quite a distance. So really nice lens, but I did notice that its autofocus is not quite as quick as the other lens that comes with the
Wiley, how you doing?
when you get it. But let me show you how the wide angle looks on this lens. So you saw the other lens. Much wider angle on this lens, very, very sharp and clear. This one I think is a better lens for doing live streaming if you can use the EOS R for live streaming. So let me showcase the autofocus real quick here.
So you could see clearly the difference in the field of vision between this lens, which I showed you, and the lens I'm using now. Now, the lens that I'm using now doesn't have any zoom or anything else on it. It's very fixed at that width and that focal length. But it works really well if you're going to use this EOS R as a live stream camera. It works really well like that. Okay, Christina, I'll call you Christina now that I know that you're supposed to be called Christina. This lens, though, is the lens that I go to if I want to shoot outside or I want to get something close up from a distance. Then I'm going to switch to this lens.
You can see as I pull the focus in,
Again,
it takes a little
the
bit
focus
to
is
recognize
faster
the object,
than the
and then
US
autofocus,
M50,
once it does, it
not
gets
as fast
really
as
sharp and
ZV1.
crisp. I really like how detailed
And
and how close you can get with this.
I haven't figured out how to turn
I
off.
think
I
it
got to
has
turn
a
off the eye
better
tracking because
focus
I
at
almost have
lower
to like
distance,
block
a
my
shorter
face for it
distance than
to
the other
focus
lens.
on the camera.
It's just a
But
slower
it gets really
autofocusing.
nice and
It's a
close.
little bit
It's
slower,
just
not quite as
fast
quick as
the
Sony
ZV1.
lenses, but it's
The ZV1 has
faster
among the
than some other
fastest
US
focusing
lenses.
and
Both
autofocusing
lenses
I've
are a
ever
great
seen
option.
on
The
camera.
RF 16
You
millimeter,
can get
however, is
really,
better for
really
live streaming.
detailed and fine shots with the USR. Hey, John YK, how you doing? So now with the EOS R that I'm using, with the lens that I'm using, this is where I'm able to turn it into a webcam. So the Elgato Camlink 4K, I have two of these plugged into my PC right now. One of them gets the feed from the ZV-1 via HDMI. The other one gets the feed from the Canon EOS R via HDMI. And they just both do a fantastic job. I have both of them fed into my Open Broadcast Software Studio. They both get fed in via HDMI. Now, the EOS R uses a mini HDMI to HDMI, and the ZV-1, the Sony ZV-1, uses a micro HDMI to HDMI. So they use two different types of HDMI connectors on the part that goes into the camera. But ultimately, the Camlink itself takes a standard HDMI input, plugs into the USB to your computer. You don't even need special software or anything. The moment you plug into your computer, Open Broadcast Software Studios or any software that recognizes an a video input device will recognize it. You'll see Camlink and a little kind of like a MAC code or serial number for it, and then you'll just select it and then add that to your scenes and sources, and it works perfectly. Yes, there is, but it's not the Enter Live URL, John. So on Sundays, the giveaways are at DragonBlogger.com/gift card, not at Enter Live. Enter Live is only for the giveaways on the weekday streams, but my Sunday streams with me and Mrs. Dragonblogger, the giveaway page is at DragonBlogger.com/gift card. The first widget on the page is for the gift cards, two of them being given away this stream. The second widget, a little lower down, is for the mystery product, but you have to have a USA shipping address for the mystery product. And the mystery product is a random bunch of stuff that we've gotten to review or unbox, and we just collect so much stuff. Gently used. It's only stuff that we like, but we just have so much of, or we just can't afford to keep because of room, everything. So we box up some of that stuff and we ship it out. James just gave away mystery box last week, and I probably only have enough stuff for one more mystery box, and then I'm gonna have to hold off on the mystery products or box for a while until I collect some more stuff, or I'll have to figure something out because I've actually just filled up box after box after box, doing them every single week. That I've almost given away everything that I've kept that was kind of like that I don't need to keep on hand for showcasing on live stream. So the Elgato Camlink 4K, this is how I'm able to turn my cameras into webcams. Does a fantastic job. Nice 4K input. The quality is excellent. I have the EOS R on often, but not as much as the ZV-1. The ZV-1 is almost connected and live pumping into my HDMI literally 10, 12, 14 hours a day. The EOS R I usually have on for 2 to 4 hours at a time when I'm doing recording, and both simultaneously recording just do a fantastic job. The fact that I can have both USB, both 4K inputs in the same scene and the same sources, it's just fantastic. And the Camlink 4K is what Nate uses for his input for his ZV-1. It's just the best input capture device. And you don't just have to use it for turning cameras into webcam. The Camlink 4K can take your PlayStation 5, your Xbox Series X, any console you have. It's how you turn it into an input source that you can capture on your PC too and do other things on it. So it is a fantastic device. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I get some of the high-end stuff right on hand, so I figured why not show some of my high-end stuff on hand. Next up is this light panel that I'm using. This is the Dasny D50. And I need to select it. Why is my finger not being recognized? What is going on here? What? My iPad does not let me select the carousel. Oh no, I'm not doing an iOS update right now. Are my fingers that cold? Guys, I have this perpetual problem where I have like these really cold hands. Like perpetual problem. I have super cold hands. When my fingertips get so cold they don't even get recognized by a tablet or a phone sometimes. I need a stylus. Oh, maybe this will work. Hold on. No, maybe it's just my head. Oh, come on, don't be giving me problems right now. Weird. All right, well, I'm gonna have to use my phone. I do not know why, but the iPad is not Oh, there we go. What was going on with that? All right, that was unusual. What is going on with my iPad? All right, finally. iPad was being a little wonky. It's an older iPad. I don't know why. It was like had an iOS update. It's just really laggy. It's a 3rd gen iPad. It's a little older. There we go. Dasny D50 light panel. I love this light panel. I use this light panel every single day. I like that it allows me to control the color temperature, such as the brightness, which I can make almost like a nuclear sun bright if I want to. It allows me to adjust the color temperature to make it pure daylight color temperature, 8000K, or make it more orange, like 3000K, which is kind of like, you know, a warm orange. Let me go to that brightness down there. But very versatile. Attaches via C-clamp to your desk. It just does a fantastic job if you need front-facing lighting. And lighting is so important when you're in front of a camera. Lighting is the most critical thing whenever you're videoing a product or you're in front of a camera as a live streamer. It is extremely important to have good lighting. And this lighting can be, the little beads on this thing, it's got like, I don't know, thousands of them, little tiny LED beads. I wish they had a little diffuser in front of it because you could see it, sometimes it can get a tad harsh. If I turn it up, you'll see it create a little bit of a you know, too much white and shininess on the skin. So I could get a little diffuser screen for it and put in front of it. It should have come with one that you could thin cloth that'll help diffuse the light a little bit. No, it really has no heat. Nah, none at all. I've had it on for hours already. Literally no heat generation whatsoever on those little beads. I've had it on for hours. It has no heat at all. None. Zip, zero. And the cool thing about this light panel is because it's multi-channel, you can actually connect up to 4 of them and control with a single remote. So if you get a second, a third, a fourth, you could set them up with different channels to where one channel could control 2 at the same time, one channel could control another 2. There's a lot of versatility that you can get with these. They're good for professional photography studios because you could put them on a tripod. They have a standard tripod threaded hole on the bottom, although it comes with the pole if you want to C-clamp pole mount them. But you can put them on a tripod too. They're great for a lot of options. I use one pointed at me, and I use other ones pointed at the products when Miss DragonBlogger shows her product pages. They just work out really well. They're reasonably priced too. I paid a lot more for this last year because I paid for it in like November. By the way, I don't know if you just saw that video glitch. Did you just see? It seemed like a video pause where it lagged. That is the current issue I'm troubleshooting with the EOS R to the cam link to the Open Broadcast Studio. Is every once in a while, it doesn't do it all the time, but every once in a while it'll just do a skip, like it skips a frame, like it pauses and continues, and then like cuts over. That's the one issue I'm still trying to iron out. It only started recently, so I know it's not the physical hardware. I know it's something to do with the software, and I think it's my USB input or it's Open Broadcast Studio, but that's the one thing I'm trying to still iron out with the EOS R. It doesn't happen with the ZV-1, but it's only happening with my EOS R and the cam link. So again, very versatile. Now, this is 20%, and it's this bright. I almost never have this thing above 19 to 20%. And when I'm streaming on Twitch, I normally have it at like 7 or 8%. That is how bright this Dasny light panel gets. Is I virtually never use it above 8 to 15%. And right now it's at 19%. That's like the highest I ever need to go with it. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's true, too. So, any questions of the Dasny light panel? It is probably the best light panel. I just wish I'd had a little bit better of a diffuser on it, because if I turn it too bright, the light can be a little too harsh and it needs to be diffused a little bit. So, could use a little bit of diffuser screen if they included one with it. I haven't found one that fits perfectly for it. Like, I could throw a white cloth over it or a diffuser screen, but I've got to like tape it on and stuff like that. It doesn't have, I haven't found one that's the perfect diffuser screen for it yet. The diffuser screens either do too much diffusing or too much light blocking, so I'm still trying to work on the best diffuser screen for it. So next up is my Apple Watch Series 7, which is now I'm in my third week with it, and I use it all the time. I wear it constantly, but I had to switch the bands again. So if you remember last week, I talked to you about the fact that I don't like silicone bands. Like the silicone band that comes with it causes irritation on my skin. My skin gets reactive when I wear silicone. I don't know if it's because the moisture buildup and the lack of airflow, but I usually get like rashes on my wrist when I wear silicone bands. So then I got those stretchy nylon bands, and I thought they would do okay for a while, but nope, the stretchy nylon bands also caused me problems. So then I just recently got this leather band, and now I'm 4 days into this leather band, and I can tell you right now, this watch leather band, my favorite. Absolutely no issues, no irritations on my wrist. I really like this leather band, and it's so easy to just put on and use. And I really, really like how many holes they gave you for adjustments, because you can have it to where it's like not too tight where it's squeezing your skin. But this is by far the most comfortable band that I've used for the Apple Watch Series 7. And so I've been using this one for the last 4 days. And I notice when I wear it 24/7, I only have to take it off the charger every about 2.5 days. I have to take it off and put it on the charger for like an hour. But other than that, I'm wearing it all the time. And this band is more comfortable. I also can loosen it up. It's got the little loops to put in there. And it comes in different colors. So for me, leather bands, they work best. They're most compatible with my skin, cause the least amount of issues than if I use a silicone band or a nylon or steel band. Well, steel bands don't cause reaction, but steel bands catch my arm hairs and they snag and tug my arm hairs, which annoys me. So that's why I don't use steel bands. So I use this watch face, which shows the position of the planets which in the solar system, which I like. I use this to measure my heart rate and it has like the EKG monitor. Like for instance, when I was working on the rowing machine and I was rowing with it, which the pseudo rowing machine will be featured later, it got up to tell me my heart was in the 170 and gave me a little warning saying that my heart rate reached a certain height. So I use it to track my heart rate when working out. I use it to make sure I don't, overexert myself when working out, because sometimes I've pushed myself to 176, 180 heart rate when I really hit the rowing machine hard. And I don't like my heart rate getting up that high. I try to keep it in the 130 to 145 range when I'm usually working out, unless I'm like, doing heavy lifting or something like that. So here it is only 3 inch bigger than the LED panel on your light. Okay, yeah, I'll cut that link, Nate. Thanks. I'll just cut and paste that link. I'll take a look at that later. Yeah, the heart monitor feature 24/7 is what I really like about it. And I gotta say, you can't really make medical claims on live streams, right? But if you look in the news, the Apple Watch, it has so many health features. And that's kind of like where it sets it apart from other watches, is the focus on health, the focus on monitoring, the fall detection. Now, I haven't specifically triggered it, but you can set it on as fall detection, where it will automatically notify if you fall, like a SOS alert. If you're lost, it can help do GPS tracking. There's so many features of the Apple Series Watch. And my wife had the Series 3 for the longest time. And the Series 3 kind of like, she now just upgraded to the Series 7 too. She wanted me to give her mine, but I gave her a choice. I said, just get a Series 7, or if you want, I'll give you my Series 7, and then because the new one's about to come out, and then I'll just get the new one. So I offered to give her my Series 7, but she didn't like that it was blue. She wanted it in her rose gold color, so she got a Series 7 too now. But the monitoring is really important of it. And if you notice, because it does 24/7 monitoring, now they say they don't use it for a medical device, but it can potentially detect heart arrhythmias or heartbeats, irregular heartbeats. It's been known to help people detect problems before they become much more serious. So that little extra sense of security and little health monitoring, and Apple's investing a lot of tech into being able to monitor your health, being able to be more aware. Preventative health is really important. So just simply wearing something on your wrist to give you that extra tracking and extra monitoring to keep you aware of your own health. Most people do not spend enough time tracking their own health and just making sure that their biometrics are normal, so that they can detect deviations. So that's where something like that's really important. And that was important to me too, was keeping that heartbeat, noticing is my rest really bad, because I have sleep apnea, right? So I really usually have really bad rest. Get my SpO2 levels, is my blood pulse ox getting low or anything worth detecting. They're just worth having, in my opinion. It's just a really good option. And the Series 7, which it looks like it's sold, this particular Series 7 model is exactly sold out. The blue is sold out. You could choose a different color in the carousel. But the actual ASIN for this blue one is sold out. And that's why it doesn't show a price in the carousel. But if you select any other color, it's available. Just this blue one is sold out. Again, I don't like the silicone band. So the first thing I did was I did try the silicone band. I'll be honest with you. I tried the silicone band because maybe I thought the silicone band of my, my other watches. Like for instance, I have a lot. I've used a lot of. This is the Amazfit, right? So this is which model is this? This is the. I'm trying to say what model is this. So this one, I can't tell you the exact model of this one off the top of my head, but this is the Amazfit, right? So I was using this one for a long time too. This is a silicone band. It just looks like this other band, but it's not. This one caused wrist irritations. But I've used this. I've used my, I've used so many smartwatches over the years. 2 different generations of Amazfit, Fitbits, constantly ones. And this was my first time using the Apple series because I've used so many different Android smartwatches over the years. And I decided I wanted to try the Apple series watch myself, just because I wanted to see what it was like in comparison. And it definitely, the screen alone, the Retina display, it has the clearest, crispest screen out of any of the watches. One thing that really bugged me, though, was the stand alarm. So for some reason on the Apple Watch Series 7, you could get to do a stand reminder. Like most good smartwatches have a stand reminder. Like if they detect that you're sitting too long, they'll let you know to wake up. Hey, time to stand up, get some activity going. Because I sit at my desk 14 hours a day, especially on the weekdays when I'm working my day job. I could sit for 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. just without a single break. Sometimes barely get up at all. So the stand reminder is helpful, but I found that the stand reminder would trigger even when I was sleeping in the middle of the night. Like at 2 a.m., because I sleep tilted sometimes, I have to raise my back and I sleep tilted. It must think I'm sitting or something. So like 2 a.m., like, don't forget to stand. 4 a.m., don't forget to stand. I'm like, I'm sleeping. Why are you giving me stand reminder? So there's no way to turn the stand reminder like off under certain hours. It basically is on or off. There's no way to disable it for certain hours. So the stand reminder was bugging me even while I was sleeping. It would wake me up in the middle of the night. So I had to just disable the stand reminder. So yeah. Well, that's the other thing too with the watch bands is they're so easy to take on and off. You just press it, take them on and off. You could accessorize and you get multi-packs and you could change the colors and things like that. And whatever style you want. You want metal, you want rayon, you want the stretch band, you want the silicone. Just there's all sorts of options. And on top of that, Mrs. DragonBlogger, the first thing she did, she's got these little blings that slide onto the watch band that give you little bling on your watch band too, like these little diamond blings and these little gemstones and crystal blings. So you could slide blings on your watch band as well. So a lot of options there. Next up is the Lamical cell phone stand. Now, James has one of these. I use this all the time. If you notice, it has a little bit of a button back here that you can adjust, press down, adjust it up and down how you want to get your height on it. And these are ideal if you are like me and you need to have your cell phone on your desk and use it kind of like as a stand or surface. You could just stand it right next to you and tilt it at any angle you need, horizontal or vertical. And I use this quite regularly because it has these teeth on the bottom. I just put the charging cable right up through the bottom here. And I usually have my phone standing in this and charging. And I use this as my carousel when I'm not using my iPad as my carousel. And it just works really well. So I have this, and then I have another one over here for my iPad. And then, of course, I have this gooseneck Lamical thing that I'm not showing today, but I have it always on my desk at all times, too. So I'm rotating through all my Lamical products and my goosenecks and things like that. So you need a tablet stand for your desk. This one works out pretty well. I like the tiltability of it. I like the fact that you can adjust the height of it. It's just a good way to hold your phone as kind of like a second screen if you need to see it and see it at all times while you're working during the day. I just have that with me all the time. Use it all the time, every day, constantly. So, speaking of that, not the newest model phone anymore, of course. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I have this in the carousel because I'm primarily doing a case demonstration. So, I like the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's a really, really decent camera, although I can tell you right off the bat, the new iPhone 13 Pro Max has a way better macro lens, and it's just way better at shooting close-up products. Still, most of the videos that I shoot and you watch on streams, I'm shooting with I'm shooting with my iPhone even more than I'm shooting with my Canon EOS R, my Z1, Just because of the simple convenience of having my phone with me all the time, it is easier for me to whip out my phone, put it in horizontal mode, and just shoot video than it is for me to go get my camera, change a lens, do a setup, take it off my webcam mounts, and things like that. Wait, am I on mute? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Oh, I thought I was muted for a second. So, like I said, the videos you're going to see later in this stream we're taking with the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I use this phone all the time, every day. The best one I've used, although I will tell you that I'm waiting to upgrade to the iPhone 14 Pro Max when it comes out. I'm going to skip the 13 Pro Max because my son has the 13 Pro, my wife has the 13 Pro Max, and I'm going to jump to the 14 Pro Max when it comes out myself. But excellent phone, very versatile, and works pretty well. The reason why I have this phone in the display, though, is Raptic sent me a new case. So, if you know, we cover a lot of Raptic cases. They sent me their black case, which is this one right here. And I'm glad it's not totally black. Even though it says it's their black case, they kind of have this like gray, this gunmetal gray on the edge here just to give it that little contrast. Whereas it's not my favorite color, though, is the Raptic red, the laser red case that I have on my Galaxy S22 mock over here. So this is my favorite color. They also have the gradient one that James has for his. But I like Raptic cases because they're easy to put on. You simply slide your phone in them and snap it into place. Goes over all the necessary spots, and you're good to go. Raptic cases are drop proof. Now they say 10-foot drop proof protection. James was willing to throw his phone over his shoulder live on stream and take the risk with it. I don't drop my phone on hard surfaces because it's my only phone. So I'm not quite at the point where I'm going to drop test it at 10 feet or 15 foot my own personal phone, but I'll take them at their word for it. That's 10-foot drop protection. One thing I will tell you that I like about this case is you could feel these borders here are very, very reinforced. They're thicker than just simply the sides. They have this extra padding and bumper so that when phones tend to fall, they tend to fall like this, and they often hit these corners which take the most impact, and that's where you get your most bumper resistance and your most impact resistance. I also like the beveled out parts here near the cameras, so that way when your phone is laying down flat on a surface, your camera lenses are never touching the surface of a desk or something like that. It basically completely protects the lenses. You have easy access to your volume buttons, and it actually bevels out the buttons themselves with this little bubble here, which is nice as well. So Raptic makes really good cases. I've been happy with the Raptic cases. I just wish they would make a case that has a belt clip, because if you know me, I come from where I have to have my phone on me 24/7 because I'm on call. And so my phone's literally glued to my hip 24/7. It's always on me. I need a belt clip. So Raptic doesn't appear to make any belt clip cases at this time or cases that are compatible with belt clips, because they have such thin cases, which are protective, but they're too thin for any like third-party belt clips out there. They're too thin. The belt clips that are out there for phone cases expect a thicker armored case. So that's about it for that one. Next up is a relatively new product, and the more I get into USB-C devices, the more I had a need for this. So I noticed that all my 7-port chargers and all my chargers in the house were USB-A. I did not have enough devices that could do USB-C inputs or outputs. So that's where this product came in. I just got this last week, and this product works really, really well. And it was my Apple Watch Series 7, which is why I bought this product. So this is just a charging station. It is not a USB hub for your PC. This is meant for you to charge a whole bunch of devices at the same time. And I really love that it has 5 USB-C inputs/outputs and 5 USB-A. Now notice that there's 2 on the end here. These 2 on the end are the higher power outputs. You've got your 20-watt output here for the USB-C and 18-watt output for the USB-A, and then you have your 2.1s out here. So if you want to charge your tablets or your stronger devices, you're going to put them in these last 2, and your phones and your accessories and your headsets, your Apple Watch, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, they're going to go in the others. So, with the Apple Watch, Apple's now shipping, if you're getting new Apple devices, they're not shipping the USB-A plugs anymore. They're shipping it to where they're USB-C to the Lightning. So you're going to start needing USB-C port chargers because they're not shipping the USB-A to Lightning cables anymore. They're shipping the USB-C to Lightning cables. So just something that's note when you're getting the latest Apple products is everything's going to USB-C. You're starting to see less of these USB-A plugs, but you still got the legacy. So this charger gives you the best of both worlds. And I use this thing. I unplugged all my things to it, but I use it to charge my watch. I use this to charge all my other accessories. I usually have my shocks, Open Move, Open Run Pros into these charging at the same time. So I just have a whole bunch of these cables hanging out of this thing of all different lengths, charging a whole bunch of different devices at the same time. So this is kind of like my mass product USB charger here for this station. So works out really well, and it has 100-watt total output. So just don't overload it. Know what wattage you put into it because you don't want to put too much on it. It'll do virtually everything, but I wouldn't say you can't charge a laptop with it. Don't try to charge a laptop with it. You can do a Chromebook on these last two ports. So my Lenovo C330 Chromebook can charge, or my son's Asus Chromebook can charge with only these last two ports they can charge with. So real quick on that one. Next up is a product both Nate and I have covered before. This is the Quineer Neck Massager, and this was a really good product I use it sometimes when I'm on conference calls at work and I feel a migraine coming on, or I feel neck stiffness or tension, because again, like I said, I sit at my desk about 10 to 14 hours per day in a row, and I start getting neck tension or stiffness if I'm staring at a Zoom webcam meeting or I'm at a webcam meeting too long. This will help. Just put it on, turn it on, and it will do that TENS pulsing in your neck and kind of do that little zapping, which helps relieve the muscles in your neck. Now, this isn't as effective with migraines because it doesn't target the areas that cause my migraines. So I will tell you that it's not, at least for me, it doesn't help with migraines because my migraines typically come from these shoulder muscles here, and they come from up here in my orbital area or the side of my head. So it's good for when I have a stiff neck or I have, if I'm tilted to the right, I have range of motion issues with my neck because I slept wrong on my pillow or whatnot. It's good for that, but it doesn't really help with migraines. I use it more for when I have a stiff neck or my neck is just really tight and I need to loosen up. And I already can't find the remote for it, unfortunately. But the good thing is it doesn't need the remote because you could just press the power button on and set your levels and everything with the power button. So it's nice that you don't need the remote because I lost my remote. So it just feels, like I said, typical TENS. If you're familiar with a TENS unit, it uses electric muscle stimulation to kind of cause the muscles to contract and loosen, and help alleviate the muscles. And it's not too strong. Even on its higher setting, it can be a tad uncomfortable, but it's not too strong. The good thing is, unlike other devices where you have to constantly press against them, this one, for me, I don't have to put my hands on it. It's still working well without me having to lean back or press on it or hold it in place. It'll just do its thing. And it's on right now, actually working too. And I don't have it that high. Change the mode. See, massage mode's cool because massage mode is kind of like slow pulses, like pulse, 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 pulse. Instead of it going like constant rapid, it's doing it more steady and even. And it even has like an acupuncture mode. And it has a mode that will kind of like be like a constant mode that feels like needles. So a lot of versatility to it. It could be a little stronger, I think. What I would have liked is, and by the way, the heat's really nice on these little pads. You could feel it, they get really warm. So if you get a stiff neck, the warm metal pads here that get hot do help loosen up your neck. I just wish that they kind of would have had, instead of just these, it would have been nice if they had maybe some TENS capability at the bottom here where it actually touches the neck. That way you could get a little bit closer to the base of your neck. Maybe if it was a wider and that could have a second set that goes up and down the neck more, because it only basically covers one section of your neck. So you could slide it up if you want to go a little higher, and you could slide it a little lower, but it would have been nice if I could get just a little more coverage out of it. It won't be something that replaces your TENS unit pads, but it does have some versatility. All right, time check, 20 minutes, okay. 20 minutes till the giveaways are 1 o'clock. So next up is the Yasuda magnetic rowing machine, which I was just talking about. I was using this last night, and that's what it caused me to make my heart rate jump up to where my watch warned me because of my heart rate. So let me show you the video on this one. And it is really hot in here because I do not have the AC on. And I might have to go turn the AC on, and hopefully there won't be too much background noise. So give me a second because it is way too hot in here to not have the AC on. So hopefully my background noise cancellation is good because I have to turn the AC on. Give me 2 seconds.
This Yasuda indoor rowing machine is an absolutely fantastic workout and fitness product that once you put it together with only 10 screws and you've got 20 minutes of time, you could fold it up just like this. All you have to do is unscrew the locking mechanism and the pin, so you just screw this in at the bottom here, and then it stays folded up in a vertical position. Doesn't take long if you want to put it away for a day, make it take up less floor space. It's easy to do. Just simply screw it in, lock it up, and then take it out the next day, or maybe you only row on weekends. You just lock it up and slide it in a corner. What I really love is just how little space it takes up when it's folded up. You could just put it right away in a corner in a living room or an office or a bedroom with a lot of extra space, and it takes up almost no room at all. It is among the most foldable rowing machines I've ever seen. Now, the magnetic resistance on the rowing machine here gives you a lot of different resistance levels, and it works out about 90% of your muscle groups. I really love rowing machines because they're great for your core back muscles, your shoulders, your arms, and your legs. They have slip-resistant foot pads, and it just is so quiet. This rowing machine is so quiet that my son was actually rowing while we were watching Stranger Things Season 4 last night, and it doesn't make hardly any noise at all. It tracks your time, tracks your distance, tracks how many rows, and you can see the stand on the top of it is big enough to hold a big tablet or a phone with ease. So now it's not a smart machine. It doesn't have any AI. It just does analog.
So Pumpkin still gets annoyed with it, even though he's seen me use it and my son use it all the time. He still sometimes will go try to bite at it where you're pulling the handle out, and he sometimes gets annoyed. Pumpkin just does not like any workout equipment, any brooms, anything. So every once in a while, I'll have to watch him because if I'm using the rowing machine or my son is using the rowing machine, he still tries to bite at it. So he's kind of annoying like that. This workout machine is pretty impressive. It actually gives you better impact overall than the exercise bike. I don't even use the exercise bike much anymore, honestly, because I get far better of a workout with the rowing machine. And the rowing machine also, I sit so many times during the day. I sit all day long. The last thing I want to do is sit on an exercise bike. And even though I'm kind of sitting on this, it doesn't have as much impact as me sitting on it. And my son loves this rowing machine. So my son Oliver is in football, and he uses the rowing machine all the time for his core and working out for his core. And even on his off days, he'll use the rowing machine in the morning. First thing he does when he wake up in the morning before his shower, Oliver will get on and do 15 minutes on the rowing machine. He does it all the time as well. So the magnetic resistance to the rowing machine is so slick because you could just turn the dial and it's so smooth using the magnetic resistance when you're creating the different resistance levels. But when you crank that thing up, man, and you're rowing at the hardest intensity, it is so much friction and resistance that it jumps my heart rate up incredibly fast. Literally like 2 minutes of doing it at the highest, and I'm already at like 170, 175 heart rate, and I'm just like panting from being out of breath. So it's a really, really, really great workout. You only really need 2 pieces of equipment if you're going to do a whole body workout at your home for aerobic: a rowing machine and an elliptical or an exercise bike or a treadmill. For your lower body and for your upper body, that's an almost all comprehensive workout like that. So works out very, very well. The rowing machine, I have it in my living room. It's exactly where it is right now. I just fold it up against the window when we're done. We take it out and take turns watching TV. Like we'll watch a half-an-hour show of anime or something like that, and then he'll do like the first 15 minutes on the rowing machine, and then I'll do the second 15 minutes. So we take turns working out while we watch TV to try to make it so we're not just sitting there, but we'll actually work out while we're watching TV sometimes as well. Although he uses it more than I do because, again, he'll use it in the morning, he'll use it during the day long when he gets home from school or whatever. And I don't use it as much as I need to use it more, but I do use it when I try to find time to use it, when I can. So, next up on the list, I'm probably running a little behind schedule today, so let me get this real quick here. This is the Drio Air Purifier, and I use this as my in-office air purifier now. So, I use this one primarily in this room that I'm in. I only need to turn it on a couple times a week. I turn it on, and then I let it do its purification, and then I'll let it go in sleep mode, or I'll turn it off and I'll turn it on in a week, because it has a nice feature where it'll come on, it'll detect the air purity level, how many particulates in the air, it'll give you a colored light sensor telling you how dirty your air is, and then it'll start getting to work. You set it to go into auto mode, and it'll just start auto purifying the air, draw in a higher fan, pull in the air from its sides, blast out the purified air at the top, and then it will go through the various colors from red when your air is, detects too many particulates, to orange, to green, and to blue when it detects your air is purified. And then you can just leave it running. You can put it in night mode, or you could put it in sleep mode, or just simply have the fan going all the time. It works out pretty well for that. So I have easy access to the purifier drum, which you can see is a pretty nice large drum. And I've been using this thing for 3-4 weeks now. Barely any dust collected on the drum. This means this is probably gonna last me at least 6 months, maybe more, like my AirTalk did. But I'm pretty much using this one for this room. I have a lot of air purifiers in my house. I have one in the living room, I have one in the bedroom. My mother-in-law has one in her room. This is the one that's in my office. And I really, really like this Drio one, because this is the only one in my house that has the air purity sensor that actually senses the air quality, and then it has the auto mode to go, tell you what the air quality is. The other ones have it just pretty much, you turn on and you adjust them to their various fan speeds, but this one has the air sensor. It also has a turbo mode and the ability, this light comes on if it ever gets dirty. It'll tell you when it needs to be replaced. My old AirTalk one actually just had the light come on its drum, tell me that its purifier, its filter was dirty and to be replaced. So it works out really well. Nice air purifier, highly recommended, especially if you have pets in your house, because even if you're not seeing a lot of pet fur, dander, right? Dander and shed skin cells go up in the air everywhere. There's dust mites. There's all sorts of dust everywhere. So having a purifier can help get, if you have anybody has allergies, they work out well for that. So next up, and I forgot to select on the carousel. Oh, it's 12% off today too, so that's a good option for that purifier. So next up are these. So it's funny why I wound up buying these. These are the SanDisk 32 gigabyte 3-packs, right? They're nice and conveniently sized. I like that you can simply just thumb the switch to open and close them. And the reason why I have these is I had a bunch of USB sticks, but I had a whole bunch of 128 gigabyte, 256 gigabyte USB sticks. And my son got his 3D printer now, and I forgot that the 3D printer he has, the Anycubic Viper, most 3D printers, they require the format of the USB drive if you're transferring SDL files. They require FAT32. Well, FAT32, you can only format a USB stick that's 32 gigabytes or less. 32 gig is the upper limit for FAT32 format, and for some reason, I don't know if it's just his 3D printer, the Anycubic Cobra, but it doesn't support the exFAT format, and exFAT's kind of like supposed to be backward compatible with FAT32, but his doesn't support the exFAT format. So I couldn't use any of my 128 gigabyte USB sticks for his 3D printer. So I bought this 3-pack of 32 gig SanDisk, and you don't need 32 gig when you're just putting STL files one at a time in 3D printer. You basically only need 8 gig or less, but you can store up a whole bunch of them if you want on this. So great for transferring media. What I really like about this 3-pack is, and by the way, SanDisk, this is a premium brand. SanDisk is known for flash, micro SD cards, USB. You're getting quality with SanDisk. They've been around a long time. They're a leader in the space. 1865 for a 3-pack of 32 gig. They're not the fastest flash drives, right? They're not like SSDs. I've had faster flash drives, but they get the job done. They also come with a little key ring, so if you need to, you could put it on top of a key ring here, which is a nice touch. And again, I really like that you could just pop them out and pop them back in with this little slide here. Very versatile. Always good to have extra flash drives around. I have a lot of multi-purpose flash drives. Like what I'll do is I'll label them with a label maker. I'll have one flash drive in my house that's just my Windows image, right? You can get a Windows install boot flash drive. If anybody's PC in the house gets corrupted, because we have Oliver's PC, my wife's PC, my PC. So if anybody's PC gets corrupted, you can just do a fresh flat reinstall of Windows from one. So I have one as like my emergency install Windows. I have another one that backs up certain media files, like my DragonBlogger media. I use an external drive for that too. But sometimes I'll back up some extra stuff to a flash drive as well. So it's always good to have multiple USB flash drives. If you do have multiple flash drives, get a label maker, get a Sharpie to write on them. Just make sure you know what their purpose is. Because if you get a lot of flash drives, especially by a 3-pack like these, and you don't remember what you're using them for, you'll just have to spend time plugging them in one at a time and see what you put on them, because it is very easy to forget what you put on your flash drives when you have a lot of USB sticks. Because I have a ton of USB sticks collected over the years, and some of them I did not label, and I have to plug them in and figure out what I put on those. So that's the way it works. But ideal for that. This works out very well. So next up, have to thank CareTouch for these. I go through so many cleaning wipes. CareTouch was kind enough to send me a 400 pack of cleaning wipes because they know how many cleaning wipes I go through. Now the cool thing is I told them, I was like, listen, I wanted to have not only cleaning wipes that I could use for my own purpose, right? But I wanted to showcase cleaning wipes. But I was like, hey, you want to be nice? Why don't you send me a giant pack of cleaning wipes and then I do this mystery box giveaway and I could kind of like include a bunch in every mystery box that I give away. And I know I'm spoiling the mystery, but that's kind of like the purpose. And I was like, it helps like people get a sample. It's like a sampler pack for their brand. So I got a pack of 400 here, and I'm just letting you know up front that every mystery box will be including some of these because they're kind enough that they're giving like me to let like samples be given out so people can get samples of their cleaning wipes. So thanks to CareTouch for letting me get this 400 pack and letting me give samples out in all the mystery boxes because they're allowing me to give samples in all the mystery boxes so that everybody can get a sample of them. It's like a try before you buy kind of thing. So I thought that was nice of them to do that. These CareTouch ones are nice and pre-moistened. They work very well for phone screens. I'm constantly changing phone cases. You hear me with my Raptor cases. So I mostly use them on my phone cases, my tablet, my Apple Watch screen, but I'm using them all the time. You can see they're pre-moistened, but they don't leave too much residue behind, and it dries super, super quick without leaving any residue behind. Perfectly clean, perfectly dry. They work very well. And you can clean the back of the case too, because a lot of these clear plastic cases, the cases will get fingerprints as well, not just the phone screen itself. So again, and one little wipe will work for my phone and my watch at the same time. So one wipe works well enough for, a tablet or a phone and a watch screen. Camera lenses, again, with the EOS R, the ZV-1, I have so many screens with so many lenses, I'm constantly going through wipes. And so this will last me a while, probably a couple months. 2-3 months. I'll be giving some out as samples in all the mystery boxes as well. So thanks to CareTouch for that. Yes, because they all have alcohol, it does help disinfect as well. So good option there. And I just get dust on everything. Living in the Southwest, it's a very dry, arid climate. Same thing in Arizona. Literally dust forms on absolutely everything. Oh, no drink left. Parched, no drink left. Excuse me. So, good option here. Expect you'll receive, what am I going to do? Maybe I'll give 4 or 6 in every mystery box just so you get a nice little sample pack. So, I'll be giving those out. Always good to have lens cleaning wipes. Very good to travel with. They're individually wrapped, and they come like this, in a 2-pack like this. So, you just grab a 2-pack, put some in your travel bag, in your purse, in your pocket, in your backpack. Very good to travel with, honestly. Even disinfect earbuds with them, Although they don't get into, if you wear earbud tips that go in the ear, they don't get into the little tiny fine areas, but you can just disinfect anything with them. They just work well. All right. Next up, and I'm excited to show you this, guys, because I just redid my patio last weekend. And I spent all last weekend working on my new patio. Mrs. DragonBlogger gave me a honey to-do list, and I spent hours on the next 2 products doing it. So the first up, I don't even have the voiceover for this yet. The first up is I assembled all this patio furniture from Green Forever. This is a 5-piece patio set with the wicker seats, plus the cushions, plus the little table with the glass on top. So I'm gonna show you this video right here. Now again, there's no audio on the video. I haven't done voiceover work for it yet, so I'm just gonna be talking about it. So it comes with the tools and all you need, and honestly, there's a lot to assemble. It's the same tool over and over with the little Allen wrench, and it was extremely tedious because each chair segment, you have to do the chair leg, each back, each piece, each side. It took me like 6-7 hours to assemble a set. I finally had to break down and find a drill bit that was the proper Allen wrench size drill bit, just to save me time, because doing it with the manual tools that it comes with was very tedious, I'll be honest. But set up, it looks beautiful, it's comfortable. You can unzip and take out the cushions, the foam cushions, so you can clean the covers, and you can arrange it any way you want. It comes with clips, so that you can, at the bottom of the wicker set, you can clip 2 chairs together, or you can clip 3 together to make them into an L bench or an L-shaped setup. You have a lot of versatility options on them. Each of the chair legs has this adjustable like screw bottom, so that if your patio is slightly uneven, like different parts of the concrete, you can kind of adjust it to where you have the perfect levelness of each leg. So they got the feet on them with those little pads that you can extend on each leg, which works out really well. It's a really, really nice patio setup, and this 5-piece set just looks awesome and works well with the next product that I just got set up. And I'm gonna tell you, it's not just the setup of this. The fact that this weighs over 250 pounds was part of the difficulty of this setup. This is the new pizza oven that we just got set up, and let me load this one right here. And it is very impressive looking. It's fantastic, but I gotta warn you, it is heavy. You cannot do this alone. You need assistance. So this is a wood fire oven. I had to lay all the brickwork, put all the foundation on it last weekend. I had to have my son help me, of course. Good thing he's a football player, because this thing is heavy. Just the bottom base alone is about 150, 160 pounds, and then you get the top on top of it. It comes in only pretty much two pieces to work with. But it looks fantastic. Solid cast iron. The whole thing is cast iron. It can be functioning as a grill, a wood fire grill, but when you put the top on with the chimney, it is a full pizza oven. So you just get your pizza peel, you put in your wood in the middle of it, you slide in your pizza, you rotate it. Absolutely fantastic product. I will warn you, this thing costs like $400 to ship. There's no Amazon Prime shipping on this thing. So the price of it is going to cost you another quite a bit to ship it, depending on where you live. It is shipping too. But you just have the, put the wood right there. The ash will fall through, and you get the ash that you could discard right there for wood. Now, I will tell you right now, it says on the page, you cannot use coal. This is a wood only. It's not rated to support coal, so don't think you could use coal with it. It's a wood pizza. It's a wood pizza oven. So we haven't done our first pizza firing yet. We just got the patio set up with the new patio furniture. We just got it set up with the new pizza oven. Got everything built for it. So in the next coming weeks, Mrs. DragonBlogger and I will be hosting a pizza oven party. Now it does 14-inch pizzas. So it supports the 14-inch peel and the 14-inch pizzas. So not huge pizzas. So when we have guests over, we'll probably have to fire a couple of pizzas in a row and just rotate them. And we've wood-fired pizzas before, though. We know how to do wood-fired pizzas. So the good thing, it comes with the tarp. So it does come with the tarp. That's a good call. It does come with a tarp. It's important that it has a tarp. So it does come with the tarp. So when you make a wood-fired pizza and you have a peel, you just kind of rotate it every 45 seconds to make sure that it even cooks in the bottom. So we'll be experimenting with wood-fired pizzas pretty soon, and that should be fun. Mrs. DragonBlogger's always wanted a wood-fired pizza oven. She's been begging me for years to set one up. Originally, she wanted me to build one from scratch from brick, and I didn't have the time or stamina to build one from scratch. So that's the one we settled on, and we were like, hey, it's an Amazon product. I'll cover it in a review, and so that's why we got this one, and it's really awesome. Again, it's so heavy. The poor driver who delivered this package, even with the dolly, getting it off his truck onto the dolly, this thing is a massive. It's over 250 pounds delivered. Comes with a giant wooden crate. It kind of reminds me of like Creep Show when they get that crate delivered and there's that monster in the crate. That's the kind of size crate this thing comes in. It's just massive, and it's heavy, and it's solid. So that is the Deco DM0039 Aztec looking cast iron pizza oven. I cannot wait to have pizzas cooked on it. All right. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get to that too. I'll show you that in a second. So next up is the plush travel organizer that Mrs. DragonBlogger did. And I forgot to grab the video for this. Give me a second. I got it real quick here. Mrs. DragonBlogger is always traveling, and she's always arranging her jewelry and various things to travel. So when it comes to jewelry and traveling, Mrs. DragonBlogger knows where it's at.
Today we're showcasing the Benevolence LA Plush Velvet Travel Jewelry Box. So what's great about this is you can travel with it, or you can keep it on your bedside or your makeup desk, armoire, anything like that. It has the black plush velvet.
I'm going to go grab a drink while she's doing this. Be right back.
What's really great about this is it has plenty of compartments for everything you could think of. There's 6 compartments here. So you have for your rings, earrings, maybe bracelets. They do give you the cleaning cloth for it. Here you can put your earrings, and they have a little secret compartment here. And this can be for your necklaces or bracelets, things like that. Show you how that looks. Okay, there you go, like so. And you can tuck that into this little pouch here. Like I said, you can put earrings, have a little mirror. And the fact that they give you a cleaning cloth is kind of really an extra bonus for them. Now the size of this is 6 1/4 inches length by 4 1/4 wide, and then it's about 2 inches tall. So if you're looking for a really great little jewelry box valet that will hold a fair amount of jewelry for travel or bedside use, anything, you can put this in your purse, your luggage, anything like that. So if you're looking for a really nice jewelry box, this might be a great choice.
Yep. Miss DragonBlogger loves organizing her jewelry and keeping it all organized, and that organizer works very well. Now, Terry, I love Creepshow too. I'm an 80s horror fan. I love all horror shows, Stephen King, things like that. If you have Amazon, there's a channel on Amazon called Shudder. They remade Creepshow, the original movies in the 80s. They made a series out of Creepshow, season 1 and season 2, that are awesome. If you love the cheesy 80s Creepshow, the Creepshow series is awesome. You need to watch the Creepshow series. It just has that 80s cheesiness. It's a throwback, and it's just so fun. So if you have Amazon Prime, look for the Shudder channel and check out the Creepshow TV series if you haven't seen the series. The series is great. Yeah, it's just fun. I love cheesy, campy 80s horror. I love all sorts of B horror. Me and my kids watch all the B horror stuff. Oh, my nose is itchy. Why is it itchy? Hey, Gina, how you doing? So next up from Benevolence LA is the paperclip chain that Mrs. DragonBlogger also covered. And let me get the link to this one real quick. And give me a second. Pumpkin is scratching at my door. He followed me to the kitchen to get my coffee, and now he wants back into my office. So I'm going to let him back in while I play this video.
Today we're looking
at
the Benevolence LA store gold-plated paperclip chain.
But you got to say hi to the audience to go back in.
So right now,
Come on.
all across the world, in the fashion capitals of Milan and things like that, paperclip style has really, really been pretty popular amongst everybody of any age. So if you're looking for a really great set that you can travel with or everyday wear, this is a good choice because it comes with the bracelet and the necklace. It's a 14K gold-plated paperclip style, but they did it a little bit differently. Right at the top of the links, you have these kind of sections that have the little gold ball shapes in between the link. Now, the bracelet has a lobster claw clasp. Now, this is 7 inches, but a 2-inch extender. So if you wear a 7, which you would have a 6.5 wrist, this would totally fit.
That's pretty funny.
If you need something that will fit an 8-inch, you can go ahead.
Pumpkin's my boy. He's always with me.
Jump ring here. Also, you could get an extender if you
like Kiwi's, with his mom or with grandma or with everybody else. Gluten's always with mother-in-law or somewhere else. But Pumpkin's always by my side. He's my dog.
So here again, you have the lobster claw clasp, which is really nice. You have the 2-inch extender here as well. So that'll go out to 18 inches in its length. Very nice. Has some weight to it, so it's not,
So paperclip chains are pretty popular. I didn't hear about them until recently, but Mrs. DragonBlogger was up to snuff on all the tech behind all that. So next up, I have in person, and I'm gonna show you this. This is this punk rock. It's steel, right? So it's non-reactive. And this is the dragon claw holding. It's just a red marble, glass marble. It's not anything. Let me change the camera over here, full screen. That way you can see it better. So let me get it to focus on. There we go. See the detail on that claw? See that? Isn't that nice? Look at the detail on that claw and that red orb. Just looks really, really cool. All the little detail work on the steel for that claw. Clasp right there. It's pretty awesome. Really nice chain. Easy to wear. Just pop it on, pop it off. It's got the clasp. I could wear it. This DragonBlogger can wear it. My son could wear it. Anybody could wear it. This works pretty well. Of course, if I could figure out how. Now I know. My fingers are too fat to put chains on, guys. These clasps are not good for my fat fingers. They're really not. It's no wonder why my wife always asks me to put her clasps on. Can't see to put them on. All right. Let's see. We'll get better luck here. Feel it, feel it. Look at it. Got it. Look at it. Yes, I got it. Okay, cool. I got it on. There you go. Oh, see, I got it right there. And it doesn't weigh a lot at all. It feels good around the neck. For me, the chain could be a tad longer or a tad thicker, but but it has a big enough bail I could change it out if I wanted to change it out and that kind of thing. So, oh yeah, Miss DragonBlogger always asks me to put her to do the clasps on her bracelets or her necklaces. She's always asking me to do it, but I'm like, I got fat little sausage fingers. I can't get those little clasps very well. I'm not that precise to get them. When I have a big enough clasp, I could do it. But when they have those really fine little clasps where they're just like a tiny little toothpick tip that you gotta pull back, my little fingers my big fingers just have a hard time with that. That's just the way it is. So, hey, Travel Diva, how you doing? Yep. So again, steel, you want something cool, something to represent dragons. It's just a red marble, red glass in it. It's made out of steel. It's non-reactive. You could wear it. They call it steampunkish. It works well for about anything. Great. I'm having trouble getting this off again. Let's see. Maybe we can get up. There we go. Oh, maybe. All right, now I'll do it from the front. Look, see, it's so short I can't see it. There we go. Got it. Okay. Yeah, easier from the front. Front was the right way to go. There you go. It's just pretty cool looking. And my son really likes it a lot, too. Originally, I think she got it for my son. So next up is a little action figure, since I've been collecting some dragon action figures for a while. So this is what's called the Snow Dragon, and he's glow in the dark. So he's painted, he's fixed, so he doesn't have adjustable or reticulated parts. But he's a fixed action figure dragon. What's really cool about this dragon is if you leave him out in the sun, he glows in the dark. He'll collect that sunlight, and he becomes a glow-in-the-dark dragon, and he looks cool glowing in the dark. So he's painted well. I just use him as an ornament decoration, and I just figured I'd show him off because I haven't shown him off since last year. But one of my several dragons that I have collected. Yep, this is the Snow Dragon. So I have an Ice Dragon, I have a Snow Dragon, I have various blue dragons, and then, of course, last week I showcased the Steampunk Dragon, which the Steampunk Dragon is still pretty awesome because he's all he's plastic, not metal, but he looks like he's made out of all gears and stuff like that, even though he isn't. He just looks like it. So, I collect a whole bunch of these things. I need to have a shelf behind me for my dragons or something. Right now, they're just haphazardly scattered across my desk in various locations. I don't have any specific ornamental shelf or decorative shelf for them at this time. So, but I just collect them, add more to my list. I've got so many too. I've got garden fairy dragons. The little ceramic ones that you put in a fairy garden. Apparently fairy gardens are huge. People build those own little fairy gardens up front or in their yard. And I put little fairies and toadstools and stuff in them. So I got a whole bunch of fairy garden dragons and stuff like that too, as well. So they're pretty awesome. Mostly I run out of space, but I need to have some place to display them. I can't put shelves up on my wall or mount anything unless they use sticky because I'm in a rental. So I can't mount anything on my wall. I can't put holes in my wall. So I have to be just figure out how to mount that stuff. You know, with a sticky mount or something. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how I want to display them. But that's it for this week. It's products. Now we're gonna go to the giveaways. Angry gnomes. Oh, wait till you see Nate. So Nate, I got him this potato gnome, right? It's an actual like a potato that's a garden gnome with solar LED lights. And I'll have it in his stream tomorrow. So you have to tune into his stream tomorrow morning towards the end of his stream. Because this thing, he sent me the video of it, and I swear it's like a horror movie at night. Because it's a potato, it's like an oval potato head shape, and it has solar eyes. It looks like the creepiest thing at night with these two glowing eyes staring at you with just the outline of this oval head. It's terrifying. It's so disturbing. You have to see it. It's hilarious. So he'll be showing that garden gnome potato, solar LED light potato tomorrow. But it's pretty funny because it wound up being like, oh, let's put this garden gnome, but it looks kind of cool. But in the dark, it just looks creepy. Very creepy. All right. We're going to draw the gift card winners now. I'm going to post the link one more time in chat in case you didn't get a chance to enter or you're new or you just joined in. DragonBlogger.com/gift card. DragonBlogger.com/gift card. But there's 2 giveaways on this page. The top one is for your gift card. The bottom one is going to be for the mystery product box, which we will choose. Have to be a USA shipping address if you're going to enter for the mystery product. The gift card, though, we will open up internationally because if you can't use an Amazon gift card, we could do PayPal or Steam gift card, which is a PC gaming client if you're not familiar with what Steam is. So I'll post the link and I'll give it 30 seconds and I'll start drawing winners. Quick here. Let me see how many people have entered today. So far we have 53 people have entered for the gift card and 39 have entered for the mystery product. So those are the numbers we're looking at on how many have entered for each. I'll give it another 15 seconds and then I'll start drawing. And it's not uncommon for the gift card to have more entrants because the gift card is international, whereas the mystery product is USA only address. So now 40, so somebody else entered the gift card. The mystery product. So 53 and 40. All right, 10 seconds. You have to be present in chat to claim. This is the live stream giveaway, so therefore you have to be here. And it's okay if you're on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. I'm watching the chat from all the channels. As long as you're in one of my live chats and you claim you're eligible to enter. All right. We're going to go do the gift card. First winner of the gift card right now. First winner is... We're looking for Cindy M. Cindy M. First in chat today is the winner. You're the first person to type in chat at the beginning of the stream. Are you still here? Waiting for Cindy M. All right, congrats, Cindy. You're the first gift card winner. I see your claim. Second gift card winner. Wooter Zell, second gift card winner. Wooter, are you still here? Waiting to see if Wooter claims. Congrats. Well, where's Wooter? Is Wooter here? Looking for Wooter. Still waiting to see Wooter. 30 seconds. You guys are saying congrats before Wooter claimed, so it's confusing me. Did Wooter claim or not? I don't see the claim. Let's see. I didn't see Wooter's claim. Does anybody see Wooter's claim? I know chat gets up to be messed up, but I don't see Wooter. 15 seconds for Wooter. 10 seconds for Wooter. I'm checking my restream chat too. I don't see him anywhere. Oh, okay. That's no problem. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So Woolrich, the junior, welcome. I think this is my first time seeing you in chat here. We're just drawing winners for the giveaways that we've done. And it is going to be repicked because Wooter's not here. I'm going to post the link one more time in case you have a chance to get in, Woolrich the Jr. The link is dragonblogger.com/gift card is how you enter. Every Sunday we do gift card giveaways. Wooter, all right, Wooter just showed up. Technically, I haven't redrawn a new winner. So, Wooter, I'm going to give it to you because I didn't redraw a winner. So, Wooter, you came just in time to save it. I literally was about to repick a new winner, but you made it. I see your chat before I redraw, so I'm giving it to Wooter. So, congratulations, Wooter. You literally, skin of your teeth, just made it. So now we're going to do the draw for the mystery product. You know what? I'm going to be generous. I'm going to draw a third winner. I don't usually do a third winner on the Sunday stream, but I'm going to draw a third winner. So, third winner today is going to be Charles T. Charles Tien, are you here? Charles Tien, you're the third winner. All right, congratulations, Charles. 3 gift cards given away today instead of 2. Now we're going to do the mystery box. All right, mystery box. Are we ready for the mystery box winner? Let's see, has anybody else entered for the mystery box? Oh, 42, so 2 more people have entered since I've done that last announcement. All right, mystery box this week goes to Travel Diva 2. Travel Diva 2, you win the mystery box this week. Travel Diva 2, are you here in chat to claim? Waiting for Travel Diva to claim. $40 seconds left for Travel Diva 2. Oh, okay. I see your claim, Travel Diva 2. Congratulations. I will contact you to get your address to ship you the mystery box. So that would be the conclusion of today's stream. But before we end, I wanted to remind everyone, we have 2 giveaways going on the website. We have the iMazing 2000 amp portable car jump starter power bank. There are 2 of these being given away. So 2 winners. Ends next Saturday night. I'll tell you who the winners are next Sunday, but you don't have to be present to win. DragonBlogger.com/win jump starter. I'm putting in the link in chat here for that one. Again, 2 winners on that one. That one's being shipped by the brand, so you have to have a USA shipping address. But those are excellent devices to have that if your car battery's dead, your car won't start, those will help jumpstart your car and save you a call to AAA. The second is our big gaming laptop giveaway. This is the Gigabyte GD5 gaming laptop giveaway, but you could choose to have $800 PayPal or $800 Amazon gift card instead of the gaming laptop. So you have a pick. I either get you the gaming laptop and ship it, or you choose an $800 Amazon gift card or PayPal. So that is the link. It's dragonblogger.com/win gaming laptop. We also have a bunch of new giveaways kicking off soon. I've got some Eufy sponsored giveaways, and we're going to have a Nintendo Switch Lite with Pokemon Arceus giveaway coming. So stay tuned. We're always going to be doing giveaways. That's what we do. We've been doing giveaways since 2014. You can come to dragonblogger.com/discord. The people who learn about the giveaways first are my Discord community. So if you want to get the first entries in, you want to know when it's going to launch, you want to be the first one to see it go live, the Discord is where you want to be part of because they always get the early bird warnings. The email newsletter second, and then usually the live streams are next to get the information on the giveaways. So Jennifer Lude, we had 3 gift card winners. Travel Diva is the one who won the mystery box today, though. But we had Charles Tien, Wooter, and Cindy Merrill won the gift cards. Thank you, everybody, for joining the Sunday stream. Now, remember, we do live stream 7 days a week here on Dragon Blogger Amazon Live. We have Nate Monday through Friday. We have James Wednesday through Saturday. We have Nikita Monday, Tuesday nights. We have Asteroidia on Wednesday and Friday nights. So you could always ask when we are live. You can check if you go to amazon.com/live/dragonblogger. You see our upcoming streams that'll always show when we're live. Feel free to click on the notification so that you get notified when we're live. We usually do gift cards or prizes intermittently, not every single stream, but we try to, kind of, get some lively excitement going. We do giveaways very often, actually. So yes, there's also the reproof for the monthly giveaway. If you take a screenshot showing that you're following and send a proof at dragonblogger.com, you get entered to win a $25 gift card. That's done monthly as well. So Thank you for tuning in with me today, and I'll talk to you during the week. Talk to you on Discord, and have a great rest of your weekend.